A good Monday to you, beautiful people out there. It's Monday on Maledicta Radio. It's Monday everywhere in the world, right? Well, everywhere where you're listening right now. And I have a bunch of good new songs for you. As usual, I'm just going to read off the 15 songs you're going to hear on this show. And then in the middle portion, I will be coming back at you to let you know a little bit more about these songs. So, 15 songs in this set, and this is actually a set that I designed last week and did not get to broadcast because of different things and different reasons that broadcasts don't happen, like glitchy computer, sick person. This is usually the case, but it was definitely the case last Monday. So, did not present this, but I still mean to present all of the music that I put on the list, so I just saved them up for you. So today's Mesmerized Monday is actually last week's list, and tomorrow's Maximize Splash is actually last week's list, but it's so good, you want to be here for it. All right, and I've got 15 brand new tracks for you. I tried to avoid the usual suspects on this list. So, people and artists who I often put on my lists because they're amazing artists and I follow them on YouTube, I try to be like, no, I'm going to get new stuff this week. And it's all just going to be artists that are not always on the show. So, I'm not gonna rely on the old standards of, oh, I love Qualut, and oh, I love Alicorn, and oh, I love Mr. J, and yeah. If you listen to this show a lot, you know my usual suspects. And Hayatu, and oh, I've got a bunch. Yeah. And right now they're not just springing to my head because I'm on the spot, but nonetheless, if you listen to the show a lot, you know the artists that I tend to return to again and again and again. And I don't do that just because I play favorites. I do that because they really are the best. So, if you're those artists, just know I return to you again and again and again because you're the best in your field. So, that's from Madame Maledicta. I dearly love you. Anyway, this is a list of new stuff that you haven't always heard on my show, so I went digging. I went crate digging for this one, so it's 15 brand new tracks, and I dug them out of all sorts of electronic genres, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So, got a track right at the top by Horace with Farida. Horace was an artist that I came across when I was doing radio on Eardrum Buzz, and Alicorn and I were both like, wow, that is an incredible track. I gotta keep track of this artist. And then before long, I saw them on Untitled Burial, and I have to think that that's because both Alicorn and I were like, hey, this is a really cool artist. But you never know. You never know whose influence gets you where. But I want to point to that and say, that could be. All right, so Horace with Farida. Earth Eater, this is an artist I have never played on my show before and is new to me. Earth Eater with Shark Brain. Let's see. Seventh Sense with Nails in My Eyes. And I have words to say about this artist, but this is a really damn good track. So you're going to want to hear it. But I also have things to say about this track and about something that happened in the comments section that really displeases me, but I'm digressing. I'm not going into that until the middle comment period. And then Eros, this is a artist that I have not played previously on the show either, with the song Burnout. Trassler with Runaway. And I have rarely played Trassler, but I really like Trassler's music. I always find it on Flirt Cavern or the collective The Games We Play, UK. Really good stuff. And every time I come across something by Trassler, I seem to like it. So yeah, good on the show this week. And then a new artist that I have never heard of last week, and I am really, really into now that I've heard them. Quinquis, I think. Quinquis? With Deck? You're going to love this song. This is fantastic. It is literally the definition of fabulous. And then you will hear me back on the mic in that middle portion saying more about all of these songs. Then you'll hear from the artist Stems with Malediction. This is an artist I did not know before last week. Bloody Boy with Rejoice. This comes off Morton Collective, and I often do not know their artists, but once I hear them, I am enthused to hear more by every artist on that collective. You're going to hear a song by Pius called Everybody Knows. And this is from the E-Elf Collective. And then Dalmat with Not Our Time, another artist I did not know until last week, but really happy to. Story of Light with Love Story, the Story of Light remix. Not sure who the original artist is on that. I'll get you that information in the middle segment if I can. Obliver with Fragments of Life, and this is a new artist and track to me. Malo, an artist I have loved in the past and have put on the show, but not in some time, with the song Lose Myself. Another portion from me where I'm going to talk more about these songs, talk about the last two you'll hear in the set. The last two in the set, one is by me, and one is a remix by me. It's a remix of a Blazing song, and I call it Falling for Anything. And it's about the markets falling the first time the tariffs were announced, and what is happening today? I do believe that we're going to refer to this as Black Monday from here on out, so seems like a really good time to be playing that song. And then Lycan with by Van Dust. I believe I'm saying that right, Van Dust? Anyway, really, really cool song by Van Dust called Lycan. And that's last in the 15 song set. So let's start it off with this Horus song for Rita off on, let's see, Untitled Burial Records. And then I'll be back on the mic with you in the mid-set to let you know big details about, well, as big a details as I've got about each of these tracks and talk about why I like them. All right, let's do some music. It's Mesmerize Monday with Madame